Lloyd Grohl.
Good morning. I'm Lloyd Grohl, President and CEO of Manka Bros Studios. Before I get started, I must inform you that Con Manka, Chairman and CEO, could not make it here today, but he is watching via his cell phone. Modern technology is amazing. I hope I do you proud, sir, and watch out for those sand traps. Okay, good morning. This morning I woke up with two choices: commit suicide or come to this presentation. In the words of my good friend Mitch Albom, I decided to lead this company for one day more, possibly even a week. But seriously, welcome Manka shareholders and institutional investors. You may want to get out your Blackberries. After this presentation, you're going to want to buy a lot more stock. So let's get right to it. I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. We had a bad year last year. I'm not going to dance around and lie to you. The people who helped me put this presentation together wanted me to tap dance around the troubles, but I'm not going to do that today. First, let's look at some good news. Even after a tough year last year, we are still the largest media company in the world. There, on this chart, you can see, based on size, that we are indeed the largest. Hey, when you're the biggest whore in the whorehouse, there are some countries which you would still be the most popular, even if you don't make the most money. As I'm sure you're all acutely aware, last year was a very, very bad year for Manka Bros. Both revenue and OIBDA were down, way down, and a lot of shareholder value was lost. Here's the revenue portion. I'll get into some details why revenues were down in a few slides. Here's the OIBDA. And we thought 2005 was bad. Yes, joking aside, it was a bad year. The good news is, I'm planning to spend a lot more time in the office and a lot less time with my dogs. And frankly, after last year's regionals at Westminster, I think I've gone about as far as I can with Sheba. Looking forward, things look very good. Over the next 5 years, revenues will be way up. Just take a look at that chart, huh? Pretty exciting. From there to there. As for profits, wow. We are projecting 2007 to be another down year, but after that, we're home free. That is an impressive turnaround, wouldn't you say? In regards to the stock, I suppose a picture paints 1,000 words. I really only need 4 words. The stock is down. 2006 was challenging, but look at the turnaround in 2007 heading into 2008. Nice, huh? I wouldn't be selling anytime soon if I were you. A reminder, these are just projections, though solid. It's not real cash yet. Let's move on to our operating divisions. Our theatrical division really let us down. We were expecting a lot more from you, Manka Dogma. But seriously, we didn't have one movie that worked last year. We made some adjustments in our greenlighting process before the last man or woman standing at the bar always got the go-ahead on projects. Today, we're reading scripts and we're making notes. Our development slate going forward is solid. There's really only one reason for the unprecedented downturn last year. Rampage of the Stegosaur. Fuck you, Rampage of the Stegosaur! Hey! Rampage of the Stegosaur cost in the neighborhood of $200 million. Nice neighborhood, huh? Even though we had no real stars. Frankly, it was just a bunch of dinosaurs drawn by computer geeks. Who knows where the money went, but it was spent and now it's gone. We won't recoup a thing on this debacle. So sorry for that. We won't make that mistake again. Going forward, though, our slate looks pretty good. The first quarter movies you see there all performed under expectations. These 4. But the first 3 months of the year is where you dump all your shit anyway, right? I mean, where are you going to put doodads? July 4th? The titles in yellow we're extremely excited about. Freak Accident with Harlan Williams, and Harlan Williams is hilarious. It's a body-changing comedy with a Wall Street power broker. Sound familiar, guys? And a circus freak. Sound familiar, Ted? They each learn to appreciate the other's life, except the freak. No one appreciates a freak's life, right? The Road Less Traveled is an exciting action film based on the Robert Frost poem. The appliances, animated, 3D stuff with old appliances fighting new appliances. It's like Pixar times 4. We're also very excited about our untitled Christmas movie and our untitled Academy Award type movie. That'll be in December. I'd like to take a second to focus on a couple of our most anticipated releases this year. First, thank God, is another in the series of Magpie movies. Magpies on Saturday. The only way I can describe this movie is that it's way cooler than X-Men and will be much more profitable than any of the Harry Potter or Star Wars movies. This installment takes a much darker turn and is very political. It opens July 13th against Harry Potter. I was going to have one of the main actors here in costume as a treat, but I guess you have to pay them $10 million to do a fucking favor. Another very exciting film coming up will introduce audiences to a new vision in horror. We found this kid, listen to me, this filmmaking master at Sundance this year. He wrote and directed the critically acclaimed Truman Capote movie, I'm Right Here, about a deeply tortured Harper Lee who conceals her love and lust for Truman Capote as he struggles to complete the novel In Cold Blood. Manka Bros picked up the picture for release this fall, and we picked up this director for the rest of his life. Anything he wants to make, we are at his service. His first film for us is The Bloody Stumps of Elsa Cry. This film is horror in its most horrific. It's about Elsa Cry and her bloody stumps. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dylan Cole! All right.
Looking forward to work with you, LGs.
Back at you, Dylan. All right. Thank you, Dylan Cole! Hot! You wait. Bloody Stumps of Elsa Cry. So finishing up theatrical, we have one more major announcement today. We were just speaking of Manka Bros. We have decided to change the name of our specialty label to reflect more on the kinds of films this label distributes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Manka Highbrow. Lots of good stuff coming from here. It's going to be all better than any of the other studios' specialty divisions. We got the Truman Capote coming up. Move on to television. Now, television, Manka Brothers' family of channels is unmatched in the industry. MBS, Manka Legends, Manka Memories, Manka Folks, and the Food and Games channel. Familiar names, strong brands, excellent businesses. I'm not going to talk too much about television today as we are currently preparing for our network upfront presentation next month in New York. But there is one show. My wife left me for Bucky Dent. I've seen the pilot and it is a touchdown. I mean, if there was ever a last-second three-point shot to win the game, this show is it. It stars Ray Phaeton and Tad Panatch. Ray was most recently seen in the MBS comedy Familiar Ring with Charlie Schlatter. Tad is making his network sitcom debut. Quickly, it's the story of a woman who leaves her husband for Bucky Dent and the ghost of Thurman Munson helps the guy get his wife back. It's very, 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 three berries, funny. Watch for it this fall. One last thing on TV before we move on. It's another new business announcement. Manka Bros has launched a new channel simply called Manka Docs. Why a new channel that focuses on documentary? We basically feel that documentaries are the new black. We're going to do rock docs, doctor docs, documentaries about documentaries, 24-hour day, 24 hours a day, all docs, very exciting stuff. One of the first acquisitions we made was a small but important film that we picked up at the festival circuit. They locked me in a Quonset hut. I heard it was very good. Manka Brothers Theatricals, or Manka Broadway. Here's an area where we've really been hit or miss. Our most recent miss, unfortunately, was Gulag, starring Joey Levitch. I thought it was a pretty good show and didn't think Mr. Levitch made too light of the subject. I thought it was completely appropriate. No one knows what these prisoners were going through, and the songs were catchy. But it did close last month. The good news is it was taped and will be seen this fall on the Manka Legends channel, so there is life after death in the theater. We're very excited about our next Broadway show opening this summer, Rampage of the Stegosaur, the musical. This is The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, and Wicked all rolled into one. I know you must be thinking about the failure of the movie last summer, but just because you write off $200 million on a property doesn't mean it's not a strong property. In last summer's movie, the dinosaurs didn't sing. As a special treat, we have a little preview for you here. Here singing The Time for Love Is Here. Here they are, the Broadway cast of Rampage of the Stegosaur. Enjoy.
They just keep chasing us. It doesn't end.
Quiet.
It doesn't end.
Quiet, Nancy. We're just velociraptors. They'll hear us. Stegosaurs have good hearing.
I don't care anymore. I wish they'd just crush us and get it over with.
Oh, don't talk like that. Yes, they'll crush us, eventually. But we still have time to be with each other. One last time.
I'm scared, Randy.
Don't be. I'll protect you. As long as I can.
I'm glad we're gonna die. Together. I was lonely and was forced to leave my home.
I was dying with no soul to call my own. The world has been broken and there's nothing left to do.
Except to hold each other for the moments left our view.
For the time to love is here, for the end is drawing near. Let's roll the dice, make the world a better place.
For the time for love is here, and with you I'll never fear, and with you I'll learn to hide. We'll run away side by side.
For the time to love is here, for it's almost time, my dear. Let's roll the dice, make the world a better place.
Can you take me to a land that's way before my time?
Let me take you there tonight, on a magic rock we'll ride. For the time to love is here, for the end is drawing near. Come on, let's roll the dice.
Rampage of the Stegosaur opens in July
Out of the wires!
at the Palace Theater. We get out, we're going to the next part. We have lights down, please. Thank you. I want to talk briefly about our Manka Brothers fun parks because there are very exciting developments happening in this area. As you know, we currently have 4 parks: Des Moines, Mexico City, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and Bergen, Norway. There is a lot of theme park development going on in the United Arab Emirates. Right now, nearly every major entertainment company is there building a park. Manka is no different. This is a great opportunity for our company, but we're not going to Abu Dhabi or Dubai. We're going to Yemen. Yemen is a much poorer country, much more Islamic, and much more in need of tourist dollars. The land is cheap. The country is pretty much unknown to Westerners. This is a golden opportunity. No other entertainment company is in Yemen. There are tourists that go there today to see where the USS Cole was bombed, and once they see that, there is nothing else to do. We will change that. Our Manka Fun Park will have virtually no competition. We have the market to ourselves. Our Mankaneering group has already come up with a few characters. My favorite is Alligator, an Islamic-friendly alligator. Great stuff. You'll be hearing a lot on this in the coming months. Manka Faith. This is our largest cross-company initiative we've had in the past 10 years. There's a lot of money in Jesus. A lot. We are talking a new film division, original cinema. Our first film will be The Book of Judges this fall. A new publishing company, Now Testament. We purchased Christian music label Grace Note and are immediately putting out CDs from Shine a Light and Tween Jesus and Me. On MBS, we changed Taco Tuesday, which was predominantly Latino programming, to Jesus Tuesday, featuring faith-based programming. And there's also Faith Kids, a broad-based kids' faith entertainment company featuring such lovable characters as Christopher Cross. This is a huge business. Here's a breakdown of the percentage of faith projects we'll be producing in this division. Pretty much 80% Jesus, 10% Jewish, and the rest. New technologies. This is where it gets fun. Manka Brothers has a brand new gaming system. Manka Gaming System 4.6. Stand back and watch the fireworks.
Since the dawn of time, man has striven to conquer technology. Light conquers sound. Sound conquers noise. Noise begets life. Manka Gaming System 4.6. Because puppies grow old and die. Featuring otherworldly powers, empowering gamers with joy and death and sadness and life. Next generation technology never before invented and never before seen. Unavailable to all, but accessible to many. Manka Gaming System 4.6. Now you're playing with fire.
Okay, I'm gonna play with this machine. It's a new gaming system. We've got some very exciting games coming out. We have a Rampage of the Stegosaur game that from the movie, and I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with it, but I think it's gonna be up on the screen. So I just hit these buttons, right? Am I doing something wrong? Can somebody? The fuck is going on? The hell is going on? We got a new gaming system. It's not working. Go to the next slide. Our other businesses are, they're all doing great, all right? They're doing great. They're so great. They're so effing great. These businesses are all fantastic. Is that what you want to hear? Is it? Let's talk about online. Everybody seems to be going online. We like to say at Manka Bros, we're not your father's online company. Seriously, our online initiatives are going gangbusters. We recently... You can stop that. You can stop it! Stop it! Our online initiatives are going gangbusters. I'm almost finished. We recently relaunched our website. In fact, it's right over there. They told me to point left. What if I've already been relegated to the corporate archive section, then it's back and I'll roll over and over there. The good news is, we're happy to say we have solved the problem of blending old and new media and have figured out how to harness its value. This project is pretty much complete, so we can now get back to making movies and TV shows like the old days. So that's it. In summary, it was a very bad year. It's not looking much better. 2008 and beyond, we will achieve annual high double-digit growth, maybe even triple-digit growth. And I want to leave you with this assurance. All of us at Manka Bros, every employee from gum sweeper at the theme parks to senior management, are going to do our best to stick our fingers in the dike to see if we can stop the bleeding. Thank you very much.